I know what you're thinking. Crypto nerd, you trimmed your beard. Look, now's not the time for that. Now is the time to look at Bitcoin since it's breaking out and setting new all-time highs, and it just broke above $107,000. So now we have to talk about what's going on, what's going to happen for the foreseeable future, what we should be doing. And I'm just going to tell you right now, just straight out, this is super, super unclear. I think all the people that are right now telling you, and sorry, let me interrupt that. Let me just quickly say, first of all, nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm a random guy on the internet. Number two, I know these charts look crazy. There's colors everywhere, and you may not know what's going on, but don't worry. As always, I will interpret it all for you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm just going to be straight up with you guys and say that right now, the charts are super, super unclear. There's a lot of people that I'm watching on YouTube and on Twitter because, look, I'm in the crypto space. I follow the same guys you follow, and I like watching their content too. Except I also know how to do some of this stuff. And everyone's calling for, alt season is going to start. The Bitcoin's now going to 150K. Or, Bitcoin's going to this number. And I disagree with some of this. And, right now, everything is just very unclear. Here's why. Bitcoin is breaking out. It's obviously at a new all-time high. It's at over 107,000, and it just broke its previous all-time high of about 104. And so now what happens? And here's the deal. I'm not going to get into every single indicator like we did in a couple videos before, but all indicators are still basically quite bearish. We have RSI. RSI is now over 70 in overbought territory, again suggesting we're overbought. We should come down soon. And not only that, by the way, we also have a very bearish divergence here. Look at this, right? Strong uptrend here, strong downtrend on the RSI. That just means it's like a really bad sign. That always means that, or not always, but it very typically means that, okay, we need to come down a little bit. There's a fair value gap here. There's MACD is way overextended. But it's crypto. Check this out. Bitcoin is still soaring. BlackRock is still buying. So, and I know I've seen some people drawing fibs saying, Bitcoin's going to 150 based on this fib. Bitcoin's going to 130 based on this fib, or 115. And honestly, I think what they're doing is they're making a fib extension based on this price action, and they're coming up and then coming down to this, but that's not really how you draw a fib. Right now, the actual fib extension, it's over the actual fib extension lines. Actual fib extension places it at 102, if I remember correctly. So I'm not really sure how they're drawing their fibs. But I'm guessing it's not a quality one. What I did is I went ahead and I placed one from about 86 to about right here, where it just broke out, about 103.8. And I think that's what they're doing. And again, it's not really a good quality one. It's not really how you do it. But a lot of people like specific targets, so maybe that's what they're doing it for. And with that would place price action heading to 108, 111, or 115. And maybe it could break above that a little bit and head to 120. Again, all that's possible, but not really how you're supposed to do that. It's super, super hard to place targets after your new all-time highs. When you're in price discovery, there's really no tools that can accurately tell you, this is the target, this is what we're aiming for. It's just not really doable. Our best bet is the fib, and again, that's just not really working here because we're looking crazy. Another thing I want to quickly point out is that this is the MACD, and if you notice right here, we have a tiny little bullish crossover. You can see it right here too. The blue line has just crossed over the orange line. Obviously, it's still way overextended over baseline, which is again bearish, but I mean, it's a bullish crossover. So yeah, obviously things are crazy. One thing I want to quickly point out it's maybe when you're unsure, you can look at the total TVL locked on chains, which is this chart. And this is also at a new all-time high. So this is pushing upward. However, it has flipped bearish on MACD, and it's also overbought on, also it's got this same thing, this bearish divergence on the RSI, and it's also overbought on RSI. Again, all these charts are suggesting bearish price action, but Bitcoin continues to grind up, setting new all-time highs, setting higher lows, higher highs. So that makes it so difficult to decide what to do. And I know this kind of sucks, like hearing this, and maybe this is like super boring because you want to hear someone either tell you, "Oh, alt season's starting. We're going to 120K, and we're in the parabolic phase." And maybe we are, but from what I'm seeing, there's just no way to know that given what we're seeing. So here's how I'm playing this. I'm playing this right now. What I did is I did re-enter a little bit into the market. So I know a lot of altcoins are down right now, actually. Like, I think Arrow is at like 202 right now, which is good because both times it jumped to about 220 to 230. We did take profit. And now it's down again. I went ahead, and same with a lot of other altcoins. I went ahead and I re-entered a little bit into the market. And I'm just like, I'm cautiously waiting. I already said this on Discord and Twitter. I'm like cautiously waiting with my finger on the sell button that if we get some sort of sudden, movement down, or we set a lower low or something, because then I'm going to quickly assume that this correction is finally going to happen. But until then, I am cautiously in the market, but I'm kind of like sweating a little bit about it. That's kind of where I'm at. Kind of boring, I know, maybe a little bit scary, but it's entirely possible that we continue to grind up and then the retracement happens. So there, by every single indicator, we should have some sort of retracement, whether it's 20%, whether it's 10, 20, 30, or 50%, there should be something. There is this big gap here. It's just so unclear, which I know sucks to hear. But again, I'm just in the market cautiously, and I'll quickly sell if I think this correction is starting, or we have some sort of sudden bearish action, or if this flips back bearish. That's all I can say right now. I know it sucks. Let's take a look at maybe a couple other charts, and we're not going to look at a whole lot today because there's really not a lot to look at. Everything's the same, except Bitcoin for some reason keeps going up. Yeah, it looks like the global market cap of crypto it wicked, set a new all-time high with a wick. So again, that looks great. That being said, MACD is still bearish, and it's just so hard to tell. Again, maybe it's worth it being very cautiously in. I mean, it looks like we may be getting, while it is bearish, it looks like we may be getting upward movement. Hard to tell what to do, but it looks like we should be in. Altcoins are not doing as well in relation to Bitcoin. I know people are calling for alt season, but based on this, not super clear. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe what everyone else is looking at is that we see a higher high, but now we see a lower high, and so we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep doing great there. And just to confirm that, why don't we look at Bitcoin dominance really quick? And we could be seeing the exact same thing, actually. So again, this could be the same thing. Lower low, lower high, and we may get another lower low, which this is kind of like the alt season chart. So when this goes down, that means I just got a notification, and yep, Bitcoin's at an all-time high. Yep, I know. So this is also suggesting a possible alt season coming. It's just all over the place, and it's very difficult. So when in doubt, in a bull market, you want to be in the market. So that's what I'm doing. And obviously we're getting lots of these scary signs, bearish divergences, bearish crossovers, which are, again, very bad. It means price needs to come down. So be in cautiously when I'm getting signs that, okay, we're done just going up, and this is finally going to start happening. I will obviously update you guys We have an AI trading assistant in our Discord, which can help you tremendously, and I wanted to make you aware of that. You can do /info and then any coin you want. I guess I'll just do Solana, and you can instantly get info about this coin. That's a little bit of a blurb, but sometimes we've got big blurbs like XLM here. And you can also do /supply any coin, so XLM, I'll just do that, and get a rating. So it gets a rating poor, so 60 out of 100, boo-hoo. So that is for super nerds. And I also wanted to say that we have a major upgrade coming to this trading assistant, which is super exciting. I'm very hyped for it. So make sure you join the Discord. Make sure to like and subscribe. I know today wasn't super fun information, but I'm just giving you honestly what the charts are saying. So I also have a deal with Gemini that if you use the link in my description to create an account, you can get $10 deposited in your account for free if you trade $100 or more. So go ahead and do that. It only takes a few minutes, and you make money, and it supports me. I also do one-on-one calls on my website. That sounds like something you're interested in. We can talk about your coins, so check that out. And yeah, thanks for watching.